Mahalo to lawmakers for passing HCR 153, a resolution requesting the Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation to systematically bring people back from private, out-of-state prisons. The resolution passed unanimously through the Public Safety Committees in the House and Senate by a bipartisan group of lawmakers. This resolution is an important first step in ending Hawaii's private prison contracts and ensuring that corporations do not profit from the incarceration of Hawaii residents. Since 2007, Hawaii has contracted with private prison operator CoreCivic to send individuals from Hawaii to Saguaro Correctional Facility in Arizona. Individuals there have faced violence, disease, unhealthy water conditions, understaffing, and even deaths and murders. There are currently nearly 1,000 people from Hawaii at Saguaro. Now let's be clear, conditions in both public and private prisons are often awful and violate the constitutional rights of individuals in their custody. However, misconceptions still remain about private prisons, rosy narratives that often are fabricated by lobbyists and corporations, but not backed by evidence. We need to dive deeper and address the myths that private prison corporations sell to their best customers, like the state of Hawaii, who continue to contract with CoreCivic despite a record of unconstitutional violations. Let's look into some true or false about private prisons. Private prisons are safer. This is false. A 2016 report by the Department of Justice found private prisons more dangerous than public prisons, and they had higher rates of assaults and 50% higher incidence of illicit weapons found. Second, private prisons are cheaper. False. Studies have found that private prisons do not meaningfully increase savings for governments. Private prison contracts fail to consider the cost of effective oversight and monitoring by prison officials, including flights and site visits. On the other hand, private prisons are connected with higher incarceration rates and longer sentences. Further, without family and community nearby, it is harder for incarcerated individuals to maintain the support they need for successful rehabilitation. Recidivism is costly for states, but good business for private prison operators who are often paid per individual and have every incentive to keep people in prisons rather than restored to their communities. Third, private prisons help with overcrowding. This is false. Over 60% of Hawaii's jail population is pre-trial. This means many of these people do not need to be held in our jails, especially without a finding of guilt. Additionally, we already have many unused beds in prisons located in Hawaii, which could be used to house individuals instead of the Saguaro facility. We also need to find solutions that help people with mental health or substance abuse issues receive treatment. We will not find these solutions in prisons and jails. Instead, Hawaii needs to dedicate time and resources into community-based care and rehabilitation. Finally, we can end our contract with CoreCivic without building more jails and prisons. This is true. States like Illinois, Minnesota, Nevada, California, and Washington have demonstrated that it is possible for governments to take action to discontinue their reliance on for-profit prisons. The problem of overcrowding is a policy problem and one that we can solve. Changes to our pretrial bail practices, diversion programs, and sentencing, probation, and parole systems are all evidence-backed ways to rehabilitate and restore. We can bring incarcerated individuals back home while also implementing reforms that make our justice system fair, cost-effective, and safe for everyone.